Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In this video, we will try to see the practical implementation of the Redux. That means how we can implement the Redux in a practical JavaScript application. Normal in the JavaScript application, if you are writing in a vanilla JavaScript application, how we can implement the Redux, we will try to see in this example. And later on, what we will try to do is we will try to implement the same thing in the ReactJS application also. We will try to see how we can implement in the ReactJS application also. First, we need to know about the process, how exactly the Redux will work in the JavaScript. Okay, first what I will be trying to do is I am taking a new folder javascript-redux. You will be able to see here. I am creating a new file, that is index.html. In this index.html, what I will try to do is I will try to write the code here. First, what I am doing is I am creating the boilerplate here. So this is the HTML5 boilerplate, and in this boilerplate, what I will try to do is we can paste the Redux library file. So where can I get this one? So from the Google, let's try to use cdn.js. So let's type cdn.js. Not only the Redux can also be installed from the npm library, and also we can take the standard JS library file also. We can standalone JS library file also we can take, and we can implement the Redux. So here what I will try to print is Redux. Here I am printing here Redux, and if I try to open this Redux, you will be able to find the file here. Let's copy this one, and here I will be pasting this script file. So here I have pasted the script file. So successfully we have pasted the Redux file, and here I will write normal HTML. What I will try to write is here I will write div counter example. I am writing here, and in the bottom div I will show the value of the counter. So initially it will be 0, and I will be having another div. In this div I will be having one button of what happened here. So yeah, here I will be having one button. So in this button I will be having increment, and another one will be the decrement. Okay, so these are the two buttons. Let's try to see how this code will appear in the browser. So now how the output will look like is, so I am opening this one in the live server. Here if you try to see, here I am able to see the counter example and the counter value, and the two buttons, increment and the decrement. Now what I will try to do is here let's try to implement the JS script. So JavaScript will try to implement. So here I am creating a new file, that is main.js. So in this main.js I will be writing the Redux code. How we can write it here? First one will be the initialize state. So first step will be initialize state, and another one will be the create action creators. Okay, action creators. So that means action creators are nothing but the functions which return the action object. Now reducer. Okay, so reducer, we need to create the reducer. So these are enough, I think, right? So let's try to implement this. First, initialize the state. So what is the initialization of state? So I will be having constant initial state is equal to, in the object I will be creating counter of value 0. Okay, so if I update the counter value, whenever I am updating this counter value, so here the counter value should get updated. So this is the logic. So here I am adding the having the counter value. So action creators, what are the action creators I am having? Here I am having the two buttons, increment and decrement. For these two buttons, whenever we are clicking on the button, we need to update the counter value. So that means there are two actions. So first action will be the constant increment is equal to, so it could be a function, it will be a function, and it will return the action object. So as an action object, so we need to know that must and should, the type property should exist. So type property, it should have a unique name. So let's assume I will be having the increment. Another one will be the constant decrement is equal to, so here I will be having the what I can say here, return. So this is also an object like, so type, so I can write type decrement. So here I will be having the type decrement. So these are the two action creators. Now I need to create the reducer. So how can I create the reducer? Reducer is nothing but a function. So here I can write function reducer, for counter reducer. So counter reducer, and we already know that reducer will take the two arguments, that is nothing but the, so state is equal to initial state. So default I am keeping with the initial state, and the second parameter is the action. So these are the two parameters which will be taking. So in the counter reducer I can write that if action dot type is equal to increment. So that means if the action we are getting is of type, so we already know that action is an object which will must and should it will consist of the type property. Now if the action dot type is equal to increment means what I can do, I will return the state. So returning the state is also the immutable. So spread operator, I am copying this one and I am updating the counter with state dot value plus 1. Okay, I am incrementing the counter so that state dot not value, state dot counter plus 1. So whatever the counter value, existing counter value it is existing, I am taking that counter value, I am adding plus 1. So here another condition what I can write is if action dot type is equal to decrement. So some people what they will try to do is they will try to implement the switch case also. We can also implement the switch case also, not a problem. So here we are having only the two action objects. So action creators, we am writing the if condition. So here in the decrement I will do -1. So now another one will be the, so if nothing is matched means just return the state, whatever the state we are having, just return it as it is. So we have successfully created a reducer also. So that means what we have did, we have created a state and we have created the action creators and also we have created the reducer. Now what is the step we need to do? So create the store. So create a store means what we have discussed, store is nothing but what I can do is constant store is equal to, so you will be having one universal object that is Redux. When we are in when we have added this Redux standalone JS library, we will be having one global window variable object that is nothing but the Redux. In this Redux what we will be having is create store. So we will be creating a store. So this is the create store and we need to pass the reducer. So what is the reducer we are having? Counter reducer, right? So this is the store we have created. Now in order to get the state, how we can get the state value? So here I can write constant state is equal to store dot get state, right? So store dot get state means you will be getting the state value. Now in this state value what you will have is you will be having the counter. So let's print this counter. So if you want to print this counter, what I can do is console.log state. So now let's add this main.js in the index.html. So if I add here script source is equal to main.js. So I am adding it here, main.js I am adding sorry. So I can add it here directly. Oh sorry, we have given really script spelling wrong. Yeah, I have added it here. Now let's try to see the output here. So if I try to see the output and if I try to refresh, if we check it in the console, let's try to see whether the state is getting printed or not. We go to the console, you are able to see the object and it is having a counter of 0. So we are successfully able to get the data. Now what I will try to do is, so here I will take, let's have this div as an id is equal to counter. Okay, I am keeping this id as a value as a counter, and here what I will try to do is document dot get element by id of what I can do. So here, so counter is equal to what I can do is state dot counter. I can do state dot counter, right? So here you will be having document dot get element by id of counter is equal to state dot counter. Now if you try to see here, if you try to see here the output, so nothing has happened. Oh sorry, what has happened here? Document dot get element by id of counter dot inner html, right? So in this html we need to change. So now here we are able to see without any errors. Now if I try to change this counter 0 to 4, let's see what will happen. See here the 4 has been updated. So that means the state has been combined with the UI. So now what I will try to do is, so I will do the buttons, I will give the ID something like increment and also ID is equal to decrement. Okay, so these are the two buttons I am giving. So here what I can do is at the bottom, if you try to see here, document dot get element by id of increment dot add event listener. So when the button is clicked, what I need to do, so it will be executing a function, and in this function I can call something like store we will be having the store, and we will be having just like the get state, we will be having the dispatch to call the action, and here I can call the increment action creator, so that we will be sending the action object. So increment function will return you the action object, so this dispatch will return you. In the same scenario, I can copy this document everything and I can paste it here. So for the decrement button also I can call, so here instead of calling the increment I can call decrement, right? Sorry, so decrement method I can call it. So we have successfully added a event listener, click event listener for this one. If I try to click here increment and decrement, nothing is happening. Why? Because so here we have added the store successfully, and we are not we are updating the state here. When we are dispatching and here we are updating, we need to update the same thing. So what we do here? So one thing what we can do is, so here let's add this one in one function. Okay, render. So render, I can add this one in the render. Okay, so these are the three things. So I can call this render at after executing of this function, and then what I can do is here after successful calling of the dispatch, I can call this render directly here. So one method is like this. So after successful dispatching this one, I can call this one. So now if you see here increment, see here I'm able to see the increment option. So I'm able to see the incrementation. So whenever we are calling, so automatically render is calling and we are getting the updated counter value. So that means we are able to successfully implement the Redux counter. So here in the state we are able to update the value through the reducer, and here we are able to get the render method. So normally this is not the right approach to do. So what we can do is, so in the store we will be having another method, that is nothing but the subscribe. Okay, subscribe will give you the function, and whenever any data in the state changes, automatically this subscribe function will execute. So if we try to see here subscribe thing, so if you try to see here counter, if I click here, see you are able to see that hi is getting printed every time. So whenever the data is changing in the state variable, automatically this subscribe function will be executed. Now what I can do here, instead of having this function, I can call this render function automatically. I can give you the reference of this one, so that automatically whenever the data is changing, automatically the subscribe will execute and this render method will be executed. Now see how linear it is. So instead of writing here render like this, so this store.subscribe, whenever any data in the state changes, this method automatically executes. Now if I try to refresh this one, if we click on the counter, see the counter is getting incremented and the counter is getting decremented. So this all is getting achieved through the Redux application. So this is how we will be implementing the Redux in the vanilla JavaScript process. So this is the same type of approach will be there in the ReactJS also, but you need to understand the overlay general concept idea of this Redux. So how the Redux implementations will be in a general purpose. So what we have did, we have initialized the state, we have created action creators, and we have created the reducer, we have created a store. So these are the 4 steps we have already learned when we are doing the normal theoretical representation we have seen. And we have created a render function, so that this render function will be called every time when the state updates. So where it will be, so here the store.subscribe method will be executed whenever any data in the state, so any data in the state changes, this one will be executed. So here we have added the add event listeners, 2 buttons, add event listener, click, and we are calling the particular action through the dispatch method which is present in the store. That's it. So this is how we will be implementing the counter example. So this one I will be committing in the Git. If you have any doubts, you can check the repository of my GitHub link, which is provided in the description below. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.